yeah, I don't know how much room I would have to record on my phone. But what you're looking at right here, besides the room that I'm halfway cleaning, is an acoustic guitar, a blue one, made by VC. Now, I already have an acoustic guitar right there. It needs to be put away. Now, I have a lot of instruments. I have a guitar there, two basses here, and then two guitars over there, and then a bass, and then drums over there. So in total, I have 7 instruments. Now, that's a pretty good number, but for a real musician, that's an average number. Now, this thing, I played the least. It's also the cheapest instrument I have in my room. Actually, no, I don't. The bongos over there are the cheapest instrument that I have. Those are $50. This was $70. Now, there's a lot of problems with this guitar. First of all, the fretboard gets on my nerves. Let me show you this. So the fretboard has only 18 frets. Now, that's way less than the standard amount of frets on an acoustic. This one over here, my Yamaha, has only 22. Now, that's a pretty good number for an acoustic. This has only 18. And also, the frets are not actual frets. They're glued on. Like, I can tell they're glued on pieces of fret. Not only that, but just listen to how it sounds when I strum it. Not pretty. I can't tune it because every time I tune it, it keeps going down. So apparently this is the tuning that it wants to be set at. And it sounds terrible. But then when I play it this way, it's just... And then when I try to play a chord, you're going to have to deal with me and listen to this because I don't have a shirt on and I feel ugly. So listen to this. Listen to this A, D chord. Horrible. It won't let me tune up either because every time I do, it just goes back down. Also, also, not only that, but one of my least favorite parts of the guitar is this part. So this is where you put a strap on. Haha, it says strap on. Yeah, lol, that's the okay. So there's one there at the bottom. There's one there at the bottom, but there's none at the top. There's nothing even here, which would be an awful place to put a strap, but there's nothing there. It's just a singular strap hook, and there's no second one. It's a piece of shit guitar. And I got this for my birthday, or actually, no, Christmas. They're both really close to each other. So I got this guitar on Christmas from my biological father, and I asked him for an acoustic guitar, and he said, sure thing. So he bought me this, and I thought, oh my god, it's blue, it's cool. I went upstairs to play it, and oh my god, the strings would twist when I played them. Like, they weren't solid, they weren't in the nuts of it solid. They just kind of were loosely hanging there. So whenever I strummed, the string would just like do this, like. Now let me get my actual acoustic guitar. My another unit got a cable on it. Now this is how an acoustic is supposed to sound. So this, oh crap, okay. So this is my actual acoustic guitar. It's a nylon Yamaha. I named it Winifred after my beloved pet, whom is resting in peace. And this is how it's supposed to sound. Beautiful. And the frets are not actually glued on. They're hammered in, like an actual acoustic guitar. Now, unlike this guitar, this one has 19 frets. I guess I miscounted. Fuck. Whatever. Alright? This fretboard feels fake, this one's real. And not only that, but it actually has 2 strap hooks. One at the bottom, one at the top. And it sounds beautiful when you play it. So this is the D chord. And then this is a C, this is a C sus 4 chord. Wow, fuck. I love this one. Alright, it's like, listen to this. This is Ocean Man, the beginning parts of Ocean Man on an acoustic. This is how it's supposed to sound. Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean Man, trust is a lucid word to careful, and a shot like man. Ocean Man, trust is a tan man, ba ba ba. Birds of the land, Ocean Man. See, it sounds nice. It sounds lovely. Just the it's beautiful. And the strings don't spin when I strum them. They fit perfectly in the nut. Right there. Oops, shit. And then, yeah, so that's the perfect guitar. And then this one is absolute trash. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one apart. I'm going to turn it into an art piece and then sell it for a friend. Yeah, that is the review of the worst guitar I've ever bought. I've had a few others that were cheaper than this that I liked. I had a $100 Child's bass that played pretty good. I couldn't slap it, but it played pretty good. I had a $65 Cherry knockoff Fender, and even though it was really hard to tune, it actually sounded pretty nice. It gave off that indie grunge kind of vibe. And then I had like a knockoff Fender bass, and this is the only remnant of it because it was my first bass. And the fucking nut broke after a year, but it still sounded decent. I could slap it. I could tap it. You know, this thing I can't play. It's unplayable. So yeah, that's my review. There's going to be a Gmod video coming up soon called Scout's Crazy Adventures, or Scout's Drug-Induced Adventures. I haven't really thought of a title yet. And, yeah. So, make sure to like if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't like it, you don't have to like it. Subscribe if you want to see more content. I don't usually make this kind of content. I just wanted to get my anger out on how fucking awful this instrument is. And I'll see you guys later. Have a nice one.